They wanted you to be humble because of how they lied on you. They wanted you to be humble because the same way you was able to walk through your struggles and your storms with grace, they could never. They didn't have the type of strength that you have. They don't have the endurance that you have. See, they gave up on themselves a long time ago. So they was hoping that you was gonna give up on yourself as well by believing the lies and the rumors and the gossips and the constant slanders on your name. They was hoping it was gonna make you succumb and become exactly what it was they wanted you to be. But as always, you surpassed them. As always, you showed them up. As always, you showed them why you are different, why you are chosen. They could never. I just keep hearing that in my spirit. They could never. They could never hold the amount of authority, power, strength, light, and favor, and not even anointing because they're not built like you. See, you was made for it tough, and I ain't gonna stop saying that till y'all get it. You was built for it tough, baby. They wasn't. They're a little Honda, a little Toyota that break down here and there. But you for it tough. You feel me? But anyways, 144 resuming the timestamp. Yeah, like they wanted you to lose your self-actualization, your self-worth, your self-love, your determination to keep going because they had no determination to get themselves out of their own hell that they caused for themselves. I recently had somebody that I recently had somebody that I know that's around my neighborhood. She gave up on herself, and I'm gonna just say it plainly like that. She literally looked me in my eyes and told me, she was like, "You blessed, you got a blessing." She was like, "You did the work, you put in the time to get your family back. Now you got your babies back." She was like, "Don't lose that." She said, "Because unlike you, I'm a mother too." She said, "But all my children grown, but I gave up because," she said, she chose to not change herself when she was struggling with her addictions. She said her kids were literally coming in her home, going in the kitchen, finding her, her drugs and her family would consistent to her, she had to change. She had to change. And she was always telling me how her children were always telling her, like, look, just because you don't want to be something with yourself, mama, and you don't want to change, don't mean that I don't want to be something there. I don't want to be better than what you are doing. And so she was basically motivating me, telling me, to just keep going because she gave up. Like she's choosing to still be a part of her addiction. She's choosing to be comfortable with her addictions and to not change. Like at this point, and I'm not being funny, she's basically too far gone. And that's what God will do to you. When you continue to run from God and you don't allow yourself to change, you don't take no accountability, you don't take no acknowledgement of what it is you're doing. And then when you do and you still allow yourself to stay stuck and don't change, that's when you find yourself struggling with a reprobated carnal mindset because you can't come out of it. God has allowed you to stay stuck where you wanted to be, where you was comfortable. And that's why I keep telling you, like, you have to be uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable because it's in being uncomfortable that you change. It's being uncomfortable that you adapt. Being comfortable keeps you stuck. It keeps you stagnant because you keep doing the same thing over and over. And the definition of doing the same thing over and over is what? Insanity. So if you're not insane, why are you still doing things the same and expecting different results? So again, they wanted you to be humble because they were not able to change themselves. See, you bend, but you never break. You're able to be adaptable. You're able to transmute and transform everything that comes your way to make it be something better. They cannot. Their chaos puts them in further chaos because they're too far gone to get themselves out of that. And so when God sends somebody like you to help them and to illuminate light on that, they can't handle it because it's not them. They could not get themselves out of the darkness or seeing somebody else trying to lift them out of darkness. It tears their spirit because they've been comfortable doing something for so long that they cannot come out of. They're too far gone with the soul ties they made with the demonic forces they've been connected to. But see, you're able to save yourself. That's why they want you to be humble. 444 on the time stamp with me saying this. You're able to bring yourself out of darkness. You're able to be the light, but shed the light on your own path. And ye, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art always with me. You don't have to fear no evil. It's all around you. But yet you're able to flow through it with grace. Why? Because God got you. They gave up. So God left them. And they still got opportunities to go and change. And yet they still choose to wake up every day and to be the same. That's why they want to humble you. That's why they don't like seeing you when you come around because you show them up for what they really are. You make them feel like nothing. And the whole time it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's their whole inner spirit that they cannot change or break through because they done got too comfortable and tied up with these demonic soul ties that they made with their own demons. But see, God said, not you. You seen where it didn't work for you. You seen how you didn't fit in. And so that way, all the lies that they try to put on you 555 on the time something I said that, all the rumors and gossip, you keep showing them up. That's why they want to humble you. And I don't know if y'all can hear the crows, but they going crazy out here right now. That's why they watching you like you news or something. And the more they keep trying to oppose you, the more God gonna keep putting you in their face to show them why you are chosen. God don't play about his anointing or his appointed. So you better stop allowing these people that ain't got nothing on you. They can't come up to your level. They can't even touch you. They can't even move like you. They can't be a boss like you. They can't execute moves like you. Continue to keep you stuck where they at. Because they got to keep trying to bring you back down to their level to humble you. You too far ground for that. No matter what the circumstance look like, God is moving you forward. Because what God is doing for you it ain't they damn business. What's for you is for you. They can't hold your blessings. That's why they mad. Because they can't come with you. That's why they trying to humble you. 7-Eleven on the time stamp. They wanted you to feel unlucky, but you a very lucky ass person. Abundance follows you everywhere you goes. God don't hold nothing back when it comes to you. And that's why they want to humble you. You know too much. You see too much. You feel too much. But see what they fail to realize is when you really high ranked, when you really up there sitting close to God on the throne, it ain't never nothing they could say or do to tear you off of your pedestal 747 on the time stamp. God said, man, these people rise up to you. You don't lower down to them. That's why they want to humble you. Because you know how to keep going, even when you should have gave up. You know how to make that shit look easy. You know how to make it look good. Even though it hurt and you be in pain too. They mad looking at you and don't even know you hurt it too. But you still going. Because that's what you're supposed to do. That's why they want to humble you. Because they ain't got that same strength to feel good and to keep pushing when it hurt. They allow they hurt to tear them up even more. You use your pain for gain. You use your pain as fuel. You let your pain fuel the beast in you to be better, to be different, to elevate. They don't. That's why they want to humble you. But I'm here to tell you that as long as you still rising, you still shining. You ain't never gonna be humble. Cause that God energy in you, that God is God energy in you, ain't never gonna let you quit. Cause as long as you got life in your body, you ain't gave up on yourself. So don't you ever let the people on the outside be in the opposition make you feel like you ain't winning. Because if they're so bothered by your presence and you just as regular as them, you better see how grand you are in God. Look at that ants trying to come over here. I just knocked 3 ants out my feet. But yeah, collaboration, duality, baby. They mad because they couldn't be a part of the team to be a part of the dream that God got for you. That's why they say they plotting and scheming watching you. But it ain't working, period. Ants are symbolic of collaboration, teamwork. Teamwork making a dream work, period, right? They couldn't be a part of the team. They couldn't collaborate. So that's why they bind. That's why them ants came over here trying to bite it on me. They can't collaborate with you. That's why they want to humble. They can't be a part of the blessings you got. That's why they want to humble you. They ain't welcome to sit at the table and feast with you. That's why they want to humble you. Because, see, they had their time and their opportunity, and they chose to not change. They chose to not answer the call. But you did because you're chosen. That's why they want to humble you.